Hey, everybody. I hope you're doing well this morning. My name is Jonathan Walton. I'm on staff with the InterVarsity Christian Fellowship, just in case this video got forwarded to you and we haven't met online or in real life. I wanted to jump on because at 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to be doing a Ask Me Anything across like all of our platforms because we're in our IVED Reads work this summer. We're about to move into going beyond the book. So hashtag beyond the book. It's one thing to read a book about white supremacy, about Christian nationalism, about resisting racism. It's another thing to take that out of our individual bubble and begin to have conversations. And I think a lot of us read this book, and it wasn't a book club because we read it by ourselves, because we were scared to have conversations with people. And so we post something on a Facebook thread, we post something on social media, we try to have a conversation, a family gathering, and we fear the anger, the frustration, the confusion, the resistance. And so I think we need to have a conversation about how to do conflict with other people that are in our families, people that are in our churches, people that are our friend groups, because there's topics we can't talk about. So we can't talk about politics anymore. We can't talk about Trump anymore. We can't talk about faith anymore. We can't talk about climate change or homophobia or transphobia or Pride Month or capitalism or greed. So we talk about sports unless it's kneeling, and then we have to back up again because it's actually about politics, right? So I think I want to talk about tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just some helpful skills, because we cannot follow Jesus without loving people. Jesus said they will know us by our love. I want you to hold on to that. Jesus said they will know us by our love. And what's amazing to me is Jesus was willing to keep Judas in his small group, willing to keep Judas in his Bible study, willing to keep Peter around, willing to keep folks who were actively doing things that were against what he was pursuing in his inner circle. I think we, brothers and sisters, followers of Jesus, human family, can we lean in a little bit? Because it's impossible to love our neighbors as ourselves if we're not willing to listen to them. And so I want to talk about some of that tonight, because part of a conversation is not just being heard, but it's actually listening as well. Because it's impossible to love people we refuse to listen to. And I think it's impossible to affirm the image of God in someone if we're not willing to learn from them, to learn from other people. It's really, really hard to say, I respect, I honor, without listening. It feels slippery and not possible for me to say, I love this person, but I cannot learn anything from them. They're too far gone, right? I hate that feeling when someone says, I don't respect Jonathan. I could never listen to him. I could never learn from him. That doesn't feel like love to me. And so I think that it's really difficult for us to talk about 12 lies, or next month as we go into Steve Tamayo's amazing book on ethnic identity, or if we go into Chandra's great book about what's it like to be a mixed person in this world, right? In mixed blessing. We're going to have to be able to do some conflict to go hashtag beyond the book. So at 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to be having an Ask Me Anything. Sign on Periscope or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, and let's have a conversation about what it looks like to love our neighbors as ourselves, because we're willing to listen. We're also willing to learn, even from those who vehemently disagree with us, because we can acknowledge and engage with the pride, acknowledge and engage with the narcissism and self-referencing stuff that happens in our culture, and we can resist the hurry, the rush to do something now, respond immediately, post back on the thread, call them right now. Just slow down. Interrogate what's happening so that we might be able to love the people who disagree with us through learning and listening, so that we all can be liberated together. Jesus said they will know us by our love. Jesus said, blessed are the peacemakers. So would we be people who are formed into peacemakers, who can lovingly disrupt the false peace of this world through radical listening, radical learning, and loving our neighbors well, so we can be liberated together. I'll see y'all at 8 o'clock. Feel free to DM, post, ask your questions, and we'll go in tonight. Thanks.